Huh. Okay. Good. What in the hell? Forward. Let's spin this. The heck is a cat? Cool it down. Up, up. What the heck are you two doing? What the hell? Why did I think that light was on? Clear. Oh, it is on. Oh, okay. You're in dead silence. Hey, man.
Have your back.
Target area confirmed. Get to the hard point.
Contact!
We've taken the lead. Personnel at the hard point. We've lost the lead.
Tossing a decoy grenade!
Enemy inside the perimeter. Confirming next hard point.
On your six.
Hard point compromised. Secure the area.
Bag.
Location updated. Capture the hard point. Hard line. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hard point compromised. Enemy personnel at the hard point.
Why did I just get plus 100? Something to do... kill the guy?
Tossing a decoy!
The lead is ours.
Hard
Point compromised. Secure the
Changing
location.
mag.
Get ready. Enemy personnel at the hard point.
Target destroyed. have your back.
The enemy's taking
Tossing
the
a
lead.
decock! Throwing grenade!
Enemies inside the
Watch your fire!
We've taken the lead.
I am with you. Requesting recon flyover!
Copy that. UAV online and orbiting the area.
Incoming!
Changing back!
Hardpoint relocated. Stand by. Enemy personnel at the hardpoint. UAV ready to deploy. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target. Quick fix online.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at this time.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Taking effective fire!
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Russian cover!
Enemy personnel at the hardpoint. Enemies inside the perimeter. Locating the next hardpoint. Get ready. Hostile UAV in the area.
Enemy down.
Our UAV is orbiting the area. Location updated. Capture the hardpoint. UAV ready for tasking.
Double.
Stop shooting me! Changing back!
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Cover!
Friendly UAV on station.
Down. Enemy incoming! Stun grenade out!
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Loading!
Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by.
Watch your fire! Contact!
From behind.
Target area updated. Move to the
My
hardpoint.
character.
Throwing grenade!
Enemy UAV active. Enemy personnel at the hardpoint.
Target down.
Hardpoint relocated. Stand by.
Fire!
No.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
I got one! Swapping back! Drill charge!
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Switching back. Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by.
Loading!
My guy.
Shooting me!
Keep it up.
In the area! Look alive!
Location updated. Capture the hardpoint.
Semtex out! I am with you. Throwing grenade! Throwing
Get the guy with my grenade.
enemy fighter here! Watch your eyes! Enemy down! Fire!
Wow.
Locating the next hard point. Get ready. Enemies inside the perimeter.
Contact! Fire! Eyes up!
Target area updated. Move to the
Enemy.
hard point. Mission complete. Solid work.
Third place, third in kills. Second time though on my team. Actually, was third in the entire game on time. What are you doing over there? Hey, Capri. 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 That was something important over there. Guess I can go up a little bit. That'll work. Oh, no, you want to be on camera? Come on, come on, come on. Oh. What are you doing? Why do you just keep nudging me with your nose? It's so weird.
Search and destroy.
Oh, crap. Come on, Bubba. Lay down. Thank you. Oh, okay. I even saw them over there.
We lost that round. Get ready for the next one.
What are you doing back there?
Search and destroy. Strasser 1, set security on the objectives. Online.
2.
One minute remaining. You are all that's left. Finish the mission. The enemy planted at Bravo.
One, 2. Camping here.
The round is
There.
lost. Focus on the next one. Search and destroy. All Strasser, secure a perimeter around the objectives. They planted at Bravo.
Place. Oh yeah, I see him over there.
It's down to you. Finish the mission.
Oh, crying out loud, it's down to me again. That is not a guy. Shit.
Quick fix activated.
Ah! What?
We lost that round. Get ready for the next one.
Why'd she just stop shooting? If she died?
Switching sides.
Hmm.
Search and destroy.
What are you doing? Why do you keep looking at Why do you keep looking at
Strasser
me?
1, set a charge on the target and detonate it. You have secured the bomb. The round is lost. Focus on the next one. Search and destroy. All Strasser, plant a charge on the target and destroy it. We have the device.
Someone take out that damn sniper.
Planting bomb at Bravo. Stand by. Device in place. Countdown started.
Ugh, excuse me. Nice. Okay. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 on 4.
You've won that round. Get ready for the next one. Search and destroy. All Strasser, detonate the target to win. Start your offensive. We have secured the bomb. Our counter UAV is active.
You always gotta secure the bomb.
Hostiles deploy the bomb drone. Victory secure. Be ready to win again.
Okay.
Switching sides. Search and destroy. All Strasser, defend the objectives. Enemy bomb at Bravo. We have defused the bomb. You've won that round. Get ready for the next one. Search and destroy. Strasser 1, set security on the objectives.
Oh, this is... Was I... Whatever.
Seconds left. Seconds remain.
Time. Yeah, right in the face.
10 seconds remaining. Victory secure. Be ready to win again.
Tied it up.
Search and destroy. All Strasser, secure a perimeter around the objectives. won that round. Get ready for the next one.
Holy cow. 4 in a row they won, and we just came back 5 in a row? That's insane.
Switching sides. Search and destroy.
What did that little kid sniper, like, leave the
All
game or
Strasser,
something?
plant a charge on the target and destroy it. Bomb secure. Friendly Overwatch helo in the area. We are planting at Bravo.
Snarky.
Bajnia, hostile cluster mine active. Hostile UAV in the sector.
It's ours. Okay. Oh, match point. Which, by the way, is a really good movie.
Search and destroy.
Woody Allen movie.
Strasser 1, set a charge on the target and detonate it. Friendly UAV
But
on
it's got
station.
Scarlett
We have
Johansson.
the
She's
device.
got that smoky voice. Oh, so hot.
Planting bomb at Alpha. Bomb planted. Set a perimeter. Friendly cluster mine set.
Well, I'm out for the game. Oh, it means I can smoke. I die all the time, man. It's no big deal. I actually find it hilarious when I die. Oh, we just lost the round. Or the game. Damn, that was a good comeback, though. 5 in...
Our bomb was defused.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 5 in a row.
Mission failed. Return
After
to base.
4... Is it 4 or 5? No, it's 4. They won 4 times in a row right off the bat, and we came back with 5 wins in a row. And then they took the last 2. What's up, Dr. Smith? Oh, wait, did it say nothing in the spank bank? Alright, hop up. Hop up, buddy. You don't have to hop up, but... How do I have nothing in the spank bank? I've been playing for like 30 minutes. It says I have absolutely 0. That's weird. Alright, let me grab a beer. I mean a Coca-Cola. I wouldn't drink beer on YouTube. What is that? Ooh. Oh yeah, let me get my girl. Actually, not a girl. I don't know. Check them out today. But Lucy. Oh, what is this? Team Deathmatch? Oh yeah. I'm just gonna try to play with this marksman. Try to shoot some people in the eyeballs or something. Where the hell are they? All my teammates went the whole way around the board already? Oh, there we go. Ugh.
We've taken the lead.
Oh, camping, eh?
The enemy has the lead.
I'm just here for stress relief. I'm not here to like be the best player.
Hardline.
I'm so jealous, man. I want to be stoned. I love being stoned. If I could get stoned, I would totally not drink as much as I do. I mean, I'd probably still drink some beer, but liquor. Which I don't do on YouTube. Anytime you see me take shot glasses, it's small amounts of water to stay hydrated.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I usually do the small bottles of water, or small amounts of water off camera, just to like make it look like it's not a shot, even though it looks like vodka, but it's water. Headshot. 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 Triple kill. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's my guy. Okay. THCA? No, I've never heard of that. Or maybe I have and just don't remember it, because I get the memory of a goldfish, so... That's the way at work, I'm always like telling people like, hang on 1 second, I gotta get a piece of paper, I gotta write this down. I will never remember it. It doesn't matter how simple of a operation that I need to do. Oh, almost a triple!
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Hostile care package deployed.
We've lost the lead.
Yeah, my memory fades like really quick. I don't know if it's getting older or just too much alcohol or what, but I don't know. I'll try to remember.
Hostile cluster mine active.
Copy and paste that into Google. Because whatever it is, I'll take it.
We've taken the lead.
Anything that has THC in the name, I want it. I really gotta like wean myself off of alcohol, because it can't be good for me after this amount of time.
The enemy has the lead.
We're close to the sun.
Another headshot. Boom! Double kill. Ah, I wanted to throw a grenade.
Hostiles are using recon.
What's legal? I'm ordering some tonight. Because where I live, like, it'll be the last place in America that will legalize THC or anything. Like, literally, the federal government will legalize it, and my state will be like, yeah, you still can't have it.
Recon flyover.
Copy. UAV orbiting the AO. Recon is
I'm in the
online.
Bible Belt. When I had, well, it wasn't cable, but when I had satellite, I had every single channel. Couldn't have the Playboy channel. That's not even real porn. I couldn't have any of the other porn channels because it's the Bible Belt. Like, they just, it's not allowed here. Like, that's how weird the place I live is. And yet I'd rather live here than Pennsylvania, where weed is medically allowed. Although they're super restrictive on it. Like my friend,
Lost the lead.
well, I don't even know if I can call him my friend anymore, but,
We've taken the lead.
he was in a, this sounds funny as hell, because he was in a sled riding accident. And literally from like here to here, he doesn't have bone. It's just a metal plate. And then he busted up a whole bunch of ribs and everything, and messed up his back. And he's been messed up ever since. And they refuse, he lives in Pennsylvania, they refuse to give him medical marijuana. He's applied for it with like all the doctor stuff and all that stuff, and they were like, yeah, not good enough. Like, maybe if you had cancer too. Oop. Oh, Kentucky, man. I don't know if I would be growing it, but hemp's legal in Kentucky. I remember that because Rand Paul, my hero is Ron Paul, and his son's not that bad. Rand Paul's a senator in Kentucky, and I believe he got that, but I could be wrong with that.
Reloading!
I don't know. He was just trying to get medical weed and couldn't do it.
What's up?
I just remember thinking, like, wow, that's messed up, man. Like, you can have that many problems and they won't let you get medical weed. Like, what the hell do you have to have? Like, you're dying of cancer and then you can get medical weed? Like, I don't believe the government should be regulating weed at all. Like, I'm of the belief that government shouldn't be in a lot of things. Like, they shouldn't, like, be issuing marriage certificates, because they don't need to be in your marriage. Like, you, and I don't even care, well, I mean, with the exception of minors. But, like, if you want to get married to a guy, and you're a guy, I don't really give a shit. Like, if you're a guy and you want to get married to a woman, I don't really give a shit. Like, I just don't think the government should be involved in that at all. Because that just adds another party when it comes to getting divorced. That has to get involved, and now you owe them money. Which is stupid. Damn! But the same thing with, like, regulating anything. I don't care what the, like, I don't know. All these crazy religious people will say that marijuana is a drug. Which I guess technically the definition of a drug is alters your state. So I guess technically it's a drug, but I don't look at it as a drug. It's more of a medicine. But, like, I don't even care if we're talking about meth or crack or anything like that. I don't think the government should be outlawing it. That just gives the government more reason to put people in jail, which gives them more money. I don't think, and they can't manage the money that they illegally take from us in the first place. because income tax is illegal according to the Constitution. It's not apportioned. And they can't manage that money, so why should we like give them another excuse to take more money from us to mismanage more of our money? It's funny, I'm not going to disclose who I was having this discussion with, but I actually had a discussion about gay marriage. And the reason that they don't want gay marriage to be legal is because, but then they'll get the same benefits that we get. And I'm like, great. Like, why shouldn't they? Like, I don't know, why do you care so much? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
5 seconds left.
It's stupid. Oh, nice. You live in Rand Paul's district? Yeah, like I said, he's not perfect, but Ron Paul is perfect. That's why I still have... Hang on. That's why I still have my Ron Paul 2012 bracelet on, with the Revolution thing on the side, which I've got tattooed right here. I don't know, but I think Revto on Instagram. I don't know, I haven't been on Instagram in a long time. Let me look. Where's it at? No. Oh, it's over here. I am... What the hell is that? Oh, okay, that's Annie Lederman. I was gonna say, what the hell is that? No, I'm Reptos TV. Just like my YouTube channel on Instagram. And I just have pictures of my pit bull. Well, pit bulls. Aww. Aw, that's Stevie. Yeah. Aw, I miss that dog so much. Oh, wait, oh, I got one. Yeah, well, no, I can't vote for Rand Paul, but I've sent him money. I've sent Ron Paul a ton of money. I got a bunch of merch. Actually, it's been so long, all my shirts are like just completely falling apart. My favorite shirt is the one, it just has his signature on the front, and then it says like 2012 on it, and then on the back it says, "Let it not be said we did nothing."
Charlie secure. Enemy securing Bravo.
I love that
The
shit.
enemy took Bravo.
But I should just like put it in a picture frame or something and put it up on the wall. Yeah, I love that thing.
Securing Alpha.
Oh.
We control Alpha. Enemy securing Charlie. We've lost Charlie.
if you send me that info, man, I will order that stuff right tonight, man. Because I really need to, like, slow down drinking. That's what I think is, like, actually kind of crazy.
Enemy controls to objective. Close position.
I told my
Enemy
doctor, I don't really have a doctor, but I went into the medical center and I told the
Securing
doctor,
Charlie. We've lost all objectives.
I'm like,
Failure
you
is
know,
not an option.
I'm an alcoholic, and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, how much do you drink? And I'm like, I don't know, how much do you got?
We're taking Alpha.
And literally her advice to me was, don't stop drinking because you might have a stroke.
Objective Alpha.
I think she
secure.
said stroke, but then I looked it up and it was like heart attack. But whatever, like something major could happen if I
UAV in
stopped
the area.
drinking.
Enemies taking Alpha.
Which I thought was like really bad advice. Like, yeah, that's good advice. But at the same time, like, why wouldn't you say, like, maybe you should slow down with your drinking? Like, not drink, like, as many shots as you can in a night.
The enemy has
And
captured
drink
two
as many
objectives.
beers out of the case that you can. Like, maybe you should, like, instead of... Because she's like, how many beers do you drink? And, or, how much do you drink? And I'm like...
We're taking Charlie.
She's like, how much do you drink? And I'm like, as much as I can get my hands on. Like, sometimes that means, like, it's like 18 beers in a night. Sometimes that means is,
Alpha.
you know, 7 beers in a night. You know, it varies. And instead of, like, saying, like, maybe you shouldn't be drinking 18 beers in a night, I'm like, whoa, way off. Like, maybe you should, like, go down to 12, and then the next night go down, or the, you know, next week go down to, like, 8, or, you know, shit like that. She didn't say any of that. She was just like, don't stop drinking. And I was like, alright. But weed's pretty damn illegal here. I mean, it's not, like, totally illegal. Like, you can have up to an half ounce, and they'll just fine you. They won't, like, take you to jail anymore.
Losing Charlie.
But it's still not tolerated.
Objective Charlie is compromised.
Which I think
Take
is
it back.
bullshit. It's a fucking plan. Like, that's my favorite thing about, like, all these God-fearing people that think that weed should be illegal. Like, your God put that stuff on the planet. Like,
You missed me.
it wasn't synthetically made in a lab. I mean, it's been alterated ever since, but, like, it's not like crack, like the Dave Chappelle joke, like, I don't do drugs. Or, what is it? I don't do drugs. I do weed. Or no, it's Cat Williams. He was like, drugs, you gotta like add baking soda or water. I don't know the recipe.
Sniper's down.
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina.
Enemy UAV active.
Enemies taking Bravo. We're taking securing objective
Oh, I bet
Charlie.
South Carolina will legalize weed before North Carolina.
Charlie
This place
secure.
is like good old boy, old school network.
Taking fire!
Objective Bravo is compromised. Take
Enemy UAV overhead.
enemies taking Charlie. Securing Alpha.
Sniper's down.
We've lost all objectives. Failure.
Yeah,
Objective Alpha secure.
Around here, well, I gotta say, not so much the cops. They seem to be actually pretty damn cool. But like politicians and stuff like that, they think that weed is just as bad as like crack and meth. Which I'm pretty sure, as responsible adults, we all know that's not correct. I can smoke as much weed as I can get my hands on and then go drive down the street, and I'm not a danger to people.
Contact.
But if I did meth or coke or whatever, well, I've definitely done coke in the past. I've done a lot of coke in the past. I haven't for 23 years, though. Ever
Enemy
since I
securing
moved
Alpha.
here. Oh, what the hell? How did a
Securing
barrier
Charlie.
magically appear?
The enemy holds
Enemy
all
spotted.
objectives. Secure those positions.
But no, in the 90s, I realized I was buying a
Securing Bravo.
quarter ounce of
Control
Coke
Charlie.
every paycheck. Well, with me and my buddy. I was wasting so much money that I was just like, screw this, I'll go drink instead because that's cheaper. And get some fucking weed.
Hostiles launched a cruise missile.
Enemies taking Bravo.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Securing objective Alpha.
Wait, did you forget to write
Control all
haven't?
objectives. Maintain the perimeter. Enemy securing Charlie.
Cause yeah, I haven't done any heavy,
Losing Alpha.
like, well,
The enemy took Charlie.
I'm very open about this.
We're losing Bravo.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Enemies taking Alpha.
But I'm very open about it.
Objective
Like,
Alpha
I
is
have
compromised.
not done
We're
drugs except for
Taking effective fire.
coffee, as in caffeine, which I quit. Weed, which I can't get.
Securing Alpha.
Alcohol, liquor, like vodka and Budweiser.
We control Alpha.
What's the other thing? Oh, I like a Coca-Cola that's caffeine.
Enemy
Or not
securing Alpha.
Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
Taking Charlie.
I like a Pepsi cold in the can,
Enemies taking
so
Alpha.
12 ounces.
Objective Charlie secure.
Enemy UAV overhead.
The enemy took Alpha.
Enemy down.
Oh, and cigarettes. Sorry,
Friendly
that's
cluster
the
mine
other one.
deployed.
Yeah, I already cut coffee out of
Bravo
my
secure.
diet completely. I miss coffee so bad. Like, every once in a while, I keep saying that I'm gonna do this. Like, I just want to, like, put a pot of coffee on, just so the house smells like coffee.
We're getting
I
hit
love
hard.
the smell of coffee.
Securing objective Alpha.
I mean, I love the taste of coffee and everything too, but it dehydrates me so bad,
We hold all objectives. Keep them secure.
so I can't really drink it. But I used to drink so
Sniper's
much
down.
coffee. Like, when I was sober for
We lost Alpha.
like 5 months or something like that, that's all I would drink was coffee. Like, I got to the point where I always wanted sugar in my coffee, and I didn't have money for sugar, but my parents came to visit, and they were like, hey, we quit drinking coffee, so we'll bring you like 8 pounds of coffee or whatever, 9 pounds of coffee. I was like, all right. I ran out of sugar. I just started drinking coffee black. Like, that's how much I love coffee.
Securing objective Alpha.
Especially, like, I
Mission
love it
failed. Return to base.
when you can feel the heat in the room from making the coffee, and you can just smell the coffee. Ah, I love that so much. That makes me want to. Well, I'm not driving. Wait, I've only been home for 2 hours? Feels like it's been like 4 or 5. But that makes me want to drive to 7-Eleven just so I can smell the coffee in there. Now it says I have 1. What the hell? It said I had 0 with 0 everything on it. And now I got 1. Like, half of another one almost. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it, like, well, I think it's, I always thought, like, dark roast was, like, the heaviest coffee. But I think it's light roast is actually the heaviest coffee. I could be wrong about that. I've been out of the coffee game for 2.5 years now. But I always thought it was the other way, and then like one day I was looking at them and I'm like, wait, that's backwards. I thought dark roast was like, it's not heaviest.
Kill confirmed.
On your 6.
I like any kind of coffee. I just can't drink it anymore. First blood.
Effective fire!
Is that Peppery? Cat. Hey,
Watching your 6.
Target sighted!
what are you doing? That's rude. Robert. Oh, that
Our UAV
French
is
vanilla
in the
stuff.
area. EKIA confirmed.
That creamer.
Hardline online.
I'm not a big creamer person. Like, my parents were always, like, big on the creamer. Like, you gotta have creamer to put into your coffee. I always looked at it as, like, cutting your coffee. Like, I don't want it less strength. I want it more strength.
Online. UAV ready for task.
But they always had to have creamer. But that French vanilla, even the hazelnut. I'm not even a big fan of the hazelnut, but I would do like 2 of the French vanillas and 1 of the hazelnut. Oh
Requesting
man,
recon flyover!
I would
Copy.
do that
UAV is
every
on
single
station.
day,
Recon
all
online.
day long. Oh yeah. I like it all, man. Like dark roast, light roast, medium roast, like every single one of them. It's just making me want to like go brew some coffee just so I can smell it. I can't drink it because it dehydrates the living crap out of me. Like I can feel my gums receding, like that bad.
Confirmed. Friendly airstrike in the AO.
Trophy system out.
Confirmed.
Boom! Dualies, baby. Triple A.
Quick fix.
Requesting recon flyover!
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
Aha!
Secure, kill confirmed.
Running up on me with stupid fucking knives. Stop licking my chair. Boom! Bloodthirsty!
Target marked! Requesting
Bring it
fire
in.
mission!
Come on there, buddy.
Impact. Good effect.
Boom! Oh, what the hell? Why am I reloading again? I was already reloaded. Hell yeah. I love playing this shit. And it's because I suck at this game, that's why I like playing it. I just feel like I can get better. I have coffee, but I might just buy some more tomorrow. Just to bring it home and turn it on.
Confirm that one.
The smell of it's like a beautiful woman. Well, obviously that
Enemy
would be her
down.
perfume, but
Loading.
boom, double again.
Confirmed.
Boom! Whoa! Missed that.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
Nah, coffee never affected me. Like, well, it's kind of like alcohol. Like, it doesn't exactly affect me like it does other people. Like coffee, most people are like, "Oh my god, I get like all shaky and like, you know, crazy and stuff."
Be advised, UAV
Never
is
did that.
exiting
I
the
could drink a pot of coffee and then go to sleep. But that's also like alcohol. I can drink as much alcohol as I can, and I'm perfectly fine. I don't know. I don't get the shark eyes, which is like the best way I've heard it described. Like when you drink a bunch of alcohol, like after so many drinks, your eyes just go dead, and you just like become a different person. I'm always the exact same person, like no matter how much I drink. I mean, obviously I get slower. I might slur my words and stuff like that, but like as far as like my what do you call it? My attention to remember things obviously goes down, but no, what the hell is it called? My demeanor doesn't change. Like I'm the exact same person. It's just now I'm like I never understood that. Maybe it's because I come from a family of alcoholics, so we're just used to drinking. But I never understood, like, I had 2 beers, and now all of a sudden, like, I want to take on the world, or I want to, you know, and not in a good way take on the world. Like, I want to go fight everybody in the world. Like, I want to, you know, now I just want to pick a fight with every single person I see, or, you know, any of that shit. Like, I don't know. I'm V-bar drunk. Like, I get drunk and I'm like, hell yeah, life is awesome now.
Kill confirmed.
I don't have anything to prove when I'm drunk. And I don't get reckless when I'm drunk either, which is why I think, like, especially for alcoholics, they should have like a special driver's license for alcoholics, where you go in, you get certified by like cops or whoever, and like you retake your driver's test, but under the influence, and they're like, oh, 0.08, like yeah, you're perfectly fine. Oh, 0.12, yeah, you're or yeah, 0.12, like you're still absolutely fine. And like you should get certified, like, oh yeah, this guy is good to like 0.18
Enemy UAV active.
or whatever the level would be. They do it on a closed course, like with a cop and everything. That way, it's, you know, observed. Hell, record the damn thing too. That way it could be on your record. Like, yeah, this guy is absolutely fine.
Enemy down.
Drinking to 0.18 and operating a motor vehicle.
Hostile
I'm not
UAV in the
saying you
area.
should
Hostile
do
recon
that.
is
I'm
active.
just saying I
30
can.
seconds remain.
I won't.
Friendly UAV online.
But I know that I can.
Target is loading.
I mean, I could probably drink more than that and be fine. Operate a motor vehicle.
10 seconds remaining. Our UAV is in the area.
I know. I know. And then I think about my nieces and nephew, and I'm like, that's probably a bad
Saber,
idea.
mission accomplished.
Holy shit, I got first place in the entire game! 23! Not unconfirmed, so. But yeah, then I think about my nieces and nephew, and I'm like, yeah, do I really trust other people to be out there driving around drunk? Because it started out, I believe it was like 0.18 or something like that, and they kept lowering and lowering and lowering the level till it got to 0.08, which is like, I think it's just over 2 beers. Which, I don't know, I've said this a million times. I think drinking and driving should be legal. Being drunk while driving, probably not a good idea. But drinking and like, why can't I leave work and have like 2 beers with me, and on my way home, drink my 2 beers? Not to mention, I think they should throw out the whole open container law too, because if you're that guy that's like, fuck it, I don't care about the law, I'm just gonna drink 2 beers on my way home, I'll be under the legal limit, and I'll be fine. Well, open container, you're gonna get in fucking trouble. So why not, like, just chuck that thing out of the window on your way home, onto the side of the road, and litter? Like, you could get rid of a lot of litter, because I see a shitload of fucking beer bottles and cans all over the place. And I think that could be eliminated by just getting rid of the open container thing. Like, yeah, you got an open container. Are you drunk? Like, that should be the only thing that... Oh, I'm definitely trying that THCA thing. Oh, I am totally going to that after I'm done playing. But I think there could be, like, a lot of litter that could be eliminated by not having an open container law. Because, I'll be perfectly honest, it's been like 20 years, but I've thrown beer cans out the window because I didn't want to get an open container, whatever, citation, arrested for it, whatever the hell they do for it. Was it right? No. Did I do it? Yeah. Statute limitations, 7 years, so...
We're down to our last objective. Defend it. We lost A.
And that was like 20 years ago, but... I'm just demonstrating how stupid the law is. It's another example of the government trying to defend us. Boom, baby!
Hardline activated.
Not defend us, protect us. Ah!
The enemy has the lead.
Which, I don't know if any of you know this, but the Supreme Court has ruled that the government has no duty to protect us. So, like, cops, like, when they don't go into a school shooting or some shit like that, they're protected because they have no duty to act. It's kind of fucked up, isn't it? Like, why'd you get the job in the first place? You just wanted, like, an awesome pension and retirement? I guess that's the same word.
Covering your 6.
But I always looked at it as like, firefighters running into a burning building, cops like running into a shooting scenario. They do it because that's their job.
For ya.
But they have absolutely no duty to act.
We are engaging Alpha.
So I guess I have more respect for EMS then. Because they always seem to be like doing their job.
Hostile UAV active.
No matter
Attacking
how
Alpha.
bad the situation is. Like firefighters. Oh man. Ever since I started watching this one cop, former cop, on YouTube, he's the most responsible guy.
I'm taking enemy fire!
And
Minute remaining.
that's where I learned all this information from.
Don't do that again.
And
Capturing B.
I would trust that guy. Like, I want every cop to be like that guy.
We are
Which
attacking
around here,
Alpha.
most of the cops are.
Be advised, you are low
Most
on
of the cops are like really, really cool around here. But
Capturing
there's
B.
not a lot of crime around here either.
Attacking Alpha.
Like the biggest crime is like a DUI, well, drugs, which I don't think that's like a big. What the hell are you chewing on?
Hostile UAV
Stop.
overhead.
I don't think drugs should be like a freaking issue, like I said earlier. But drugs, DUIs, and like bicycles being stolen. Why bicycles being stolen? Because people don't want to get a DUI, but they want to go get their beer.
We are attacking Alpha.
Which I find hilarious. But like most of the cops I've ever come in contact with around here, I haven't got a ticket in 23 years. Or 5 years. But I lived in Pennsylvania for 2 of those years. And I got so many tickets that I had to retake my test and all that shit. I move here, the laws just make sense.
Friendly UAV
Well, I
online.
shouldn't say the laws, because obviously you can't have weed. But I mean the speed limit makes sense. Like they'll be like, it's 35, and like it makes sense. Like yeah, it should be 35. Like it's a residential road.
Be ready to begin.
And then it'll be like, oh, 50 over here. And then like, it just makes sense that it's 50. Whereas Pennsylvania, it was like, yeah, it's 25 mile an hour. Like, why? Okay, it's a 2-lane road, but there's no houses on the entire road. There's nothing on there except for like cow pastures and cornfields. But yet, you know, you get caught doing 40 on there, and now you gotta retake your test.
We are taking A.
I think that was the last ticket I got, was that situation.
Marking enemy.
Fucking bullshit. Oh, yeah. Dude, you have no idea how many times I've been on recovery, call it operations, because it's not really an operation, but I've been on, we'll just say recovery, with cops over a stolen bicycle. Like someone that rented a house with us was like, oh, my bike's stolen. And then we go out and we're like looking for it, and I find it like 3 doors down. Why? Because the drunk person couldn't remember where the hell they stole the bike from. It was fucking hilarious.
They are taking B.
But at least they took a bike.
Hostile
Which you can
UAV
still get a
overhead.
DUI on a bike, which is dumb as hell. With the exception of, like, being reckless, like driving into traffic or, you know, shit like that. Like, if you're endangering the public while you're intoxicated on a bike, okay, I get it. But if you're just, like, not wanting to get a DUI and driving down the road that's my guy. It's not even down the road, it's just
They are taking B.
driving a bike
Making contact at Bravo.
while intoxicating. Intoxicated.
They are
I'm
taking B.
going that way again.
They are taking B. Enemy is at Bravo.
I don't know, it's just another example of government not protecting and serving. They're just money generating.
The enemy is attacking Bravo. Enemy reinforcements are low. They are taking B.
What the hell? Why is the game glitching so bad?
No support is available at this time. You're on your own.
Come on.
60 seconds left. They are taking B.
Right in the eye.
They are taking B.
God damn it. I was aiming at the guy running, and I got the other guy. Oh, what a screw up.
Copy that.
I guess it
UAV
wasn't
on
a
station.
screw up. Boom! Ah!
Division, we lost that round. Get ready for the next one.
Oh, you like that, buddy? Yeah, you like that.
Switching sides.
Yeah, you like that.
Control.
On your 6!
Capturing A.
That's why I like.
We are engaging Alpha.
Enemy fire!
That's why I like doing live streams. I love ranting about things.
Changing max! Cover deployed!
We are attacking Alpha.
I'm loading.
Go, 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 go,
A
go.
secure.
Bam.
Only one objective left. Take control.
I hope that was my guy behind me.
Hostile UAV.
Ah, that wasn't my guy. Oh yeah, I missed that comment. Yeah, it is cool to have decent police. I used to say it all the time. Like, I like the cops down here. Like, they're just so chill. Like, I've had guns pulled on me in Pennsylvania.
Capturing B.
I've had, like, all kind of crazy shit happen in Pennsylvania.
spotted!
North Carolina, at least where I live in North Carolina. They're just cool as shit, man. Not only that, I've been pulled over for speeding, like 5 times or something like that. 3 of them were by, like, the toughest cop around. Like, nobody has good experiences with this cop. All of them, I got a warning.
I'm taking enemy fire!
Every single one.
Bravo.
As a matter of fact, the cop I'm talking about, he's, like, really, like, a hard ass. The one time he pulled me over, he's like, I recognize you. And I'm like, yeah, Terrence, I know you. I'm like, I see you all the time at work. And he's like, no, I pulled you over. And I'm like, nah, like maybe 3 years ago or 4 years ago or something like that, but not recently. And he's like, no, I recently pulled you over. And I was like, okay, we'll go check it out. And he went and checked it out and came back. It was like a verbal warning. It wasn't even like an actual warning.
Enemy fighter here!
It was just a verbal warning. And he's like, yeah, I guess not. Like, I haven't pulled you over in, like, a long time. I'm like, alright.
Basic checkpoint.
But that's like the hard-ass cop that was. I don't even know if he's still here. I haven't seen him in, like, 13 years. But, like, that's the hard-ass cop that's around here. Like, never pulled a gun on me.
Compromised. We have defeated.
Which I've had a gun pulled on me, I don't know how many times, by cops. Well, thank you. But like I said, down here, they just seem to be very logical. Wait, was that the end of the game? I got second place? Ew. Hey, I got fourth place in kills in the entire game. That's not bad. Oh, and I added one more to the spank bank. Hell yeah. Couple levels. Alright, I gotta take a break for a second. I gotta pee so bad. Ronda Rousey. Oh. Alright, let me run outside. Because I'm nature-like. I like to piss outside. Don't like to shit outside. But I like to piss outside. I don't know. It's a guy thing. I used to hunt a lot with my dad. It seemed like every morning he would, like, not take a shit at the house, but he would go to the woods and take a shit. It just boggled my mind because I would like try to hold it as much as possible. Like, let's just get back to the house, man. Like, I don't even want like a bucket with a toilet seat lid or lid, toilet seat on top of it. Screw that. Like, I'd rather just be at an actual toilet. What's up? Why are you knocking things over? There's my oranges. That. Oh no, I got one in the fridge. Alright, chill out. Chill out. Sit. Sit. Oh shit, I forgot it rained. Oh, and I forgot it was cold. Yeah. Go, Bubba. Quit licking my chair. Stop. Weirdo. Oh, yeah. Wait, did I turn this back on? Yeah, I went. Stop. Stop licking my chair, you weirdo. Yeah, I went to Colorado. I was elk hunting. And I so did not want to. I so didn't want to shit in the woods. I held it for like, I think like 5 days. Like, I held it for a long time. And obviously, I wasn't drinking. Well, actually, no. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That time. Yeah. We did drink because my dad got an elk and we had to go into town and I bought beer. I bought a 6-pack of Mickey's and I drank it up on the mountain under the stars that, like, you could see, like, every single star because we were at, like, I think camp was 9 or 10,000 feet. Stop! Jesus Christ. Um, um, oh, but yeah, I held it for like, oh my God, it was like 5 days. And then I remember I walked down into this valley. Would you stop licking my chair? Go lick the couch or something. I don't want my arm soaking wet. Um, oh yeah, I went down this valley and there was a bunch of trees that fell down and I ended up like sitting. I used 2 trees that were like side by side with like a gap in between them. I used that as like my toilet seat and actually took a shit. And I think that was the only time I took a shit that entire trip. And we were there for like 7 or 8 days. That's how much I don't like the shit outside. The weirdest is when you gotta like squat down and like put your back up against a tree and take a shit that way. The way I did it with the 2 trees was the way to go, man, because it was almost like having a toilet seat. And the whole time, well, no, I had a bow. I was gonna say I had my gun, but no, I had, or wait, no, I did have my 357 on me, but like the entire time, I was just sitting there looking around like, oh my God, there's gonna be like a bobcat or a fucking mountain lion or some shit that's gonna try to take advantage of me being over here. I can't remember the damn word. I'm dumb. Um, Vulnerable. There you go. Jesus, man. But the second time I went to Colorado for elk hunting, which I didn't get one the first time, but I did get one the second time. It's right over there. A 6x6, technically. Um, but the second time we actually went to like a lodge. It was like a $15,000 hunt. Um, where like you go to a lodge, like you get a guide, like you get all kind of shit. And we got it for like $1,000 or something like that. That's why we did it. Because normally we'd be like, screw that. We don't need a guide. We don't need a lodge. We just camp, like, do that kind of crap. But because it was so cheap and it was such an expensive hunt, it was like almost guaranteed you were going to get an elk. And oh, I got high as hell on that fucking trip too, man. Me and the guide, my dad was in the blind waiting for his last. Actually, it's on my channel where my dad shot the elk. I think it's called My Dad's Elk or something like that. But um, So he was sitting in the blind, and I was like, yeah, oh, I was helping the guy do something. I forget. But we had to like get in the like walk all the way back to the truck and then drive the truck out of the woods. And then when we came back in, he was like, "Hey man, do you smoke?" And I'm like, "You've been watching me smoke cigarettes the whole time, so obviously he must mean weed." And I was like, "Yeah." Oh, I think his name was Bubba. But anyway, I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh yeah," broke out some fucking weed, and we just smoked it right there. I got high as shit up on the fucking mountain, and then um, and I remember, like, he was like, "All right, well, I'm really high, so I'm gonna go back to the lodge. I'll be back to like pick you guys up." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, man." And I'm high as shit, and I'm walking back to the blind, and I kept like looking at my dad, like in the blind. I'm like waving, like, "Is it okay if I come? Like, do you see anything? Like, am I gonna spook anything if I like start coming to you?" And he never said anything. Like, well, obviously he wouldn't say anything. He would signal to me like, like stay or something like that, or come. And he never signaled me. So the entire time I'm paranoid. Well, I wasn't paranoid, but I was just so fucking high that I just like would be like, I'd walk like 10 yards and just stop and like motion to him again, like, "Can I come? Like, what's going on? Like, or is, do you see anything?" Like, and I'm like pointing at my eye, like, "You see anything?" Or, and he's never like even noticing me. And I did this all the way for like 500 yards. Actually, it might have been 1,000 yards. Like every 10 yards, I was just doing this shit. I finally make it to the blind. I'm looking around like, okay, over there, I don't see any elk up on the hill. I don't see any over here. I don't see anything behind me. That's where I came from. So I climb up into the blind really quick. And I'm like, "Dude, why didn't you tell me, like, yes, it's cool to come, or no?" And he's like, "Oh, I never even saw you." I'm like, "How the fuck did you not even see me? Like, are you even looking for elk?" But the cool thing, and it's on my channel, was he got a big ass 6x6, and I made it back to the blind, and it was like 10, or actually, I videoed like a bunch of um, mule deer way up on the hill, like a mile away. I had my camcorder, which is pretty fucking amazing. I had that bitch zoomed all the way in, and you can just barely see them on the video. So that's on there too. And then a little bit after that, there was a couple elk that were running around, and I zoomed in on those suckers. They were like 400 yards away or something like that. And yeah, because it was running down the hill, and you can see it in the video. It's running down the hill. My dad just, boom, one fucking shot, bam, hit the fucking ground like crazy, man. And then I think you can hear me and him like freaking the hell out, like, "Oh my god, did you see that? That was amazing!" And then I have another. I don't have my elk getting shot on video, which pissed me off because after it was early in the morning, the first day that we were hunting, that I got my elk, and I shot it from one mountain to the other mountain, like literally across a mountain to another mountain. And then after, oh, I don't know how long it was, but the guide was like, "Oh man, I didn't know you're a videographer." And I'm like, "I'm not really. I just video things." And he's like, "Oh, why didn't you say something? I would have videoed you shooting your elk." And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, why didn't you say something earlier? You saw me like videoing everything that we were doing the whole time. I have a monopod that I was using to like stabilize my shot and everything. Or yeah, well, my shot." which technically I had a little V thing that screwed on the top too. I unscrewed my camera, put it away in its case, and put the little V thing on there. I used the monopod as like a rest, and then put it up against a tree. Like that's how far away the shot was. I had to shoot. It was probably 500 to 700 yards away. Like it was a long way. Like literally, I was on one mountain. It was on another mountain. And he was like, the guide was like pointing it out, like, okay, not the one on the left. Don't take the one on the left. The one up higher. The one up higher. Take that guy. And that's how I ended up with this elk over here. But the other two guys that were on the hunt, my dad and this other guy, I have both of their elk getting killed on camera. Which I haven't watched that video in, I don't know. Or no. Yeah. So 10 years. Because I posted it in 2013. Like January of 2013. I just dumped a shitload of videos, all from my hunting. I got deer. We came back to North Carolina and went deer hunting. And I got like all these immature bucks fighting, which I've never seen that before in my life. And that's why I put it on my YouTube channel, because I thought that was so freaking cool. It was like, I don't know. I don't want to be wrong, but it was like probably like 7 to 9 different deer all like fighting with each other. It was super cool. And it was in the rain too. Um, Wait, what was I gonna do? Ugh. Oh, you found that video? Wasn't that cool as shit, man? Like one shot, boom, nailed. Like went straight down like a bag of bricks. I don't remember what I called the other one, but it's right around the same time. But that was the other dude that went hunting with us. That one was not that great of a shot. Cause you could hear it. It's just like, boom, you hit it. Boom, you hit it. Boom, miss. Boom, miss. Boom, you hit it. Boom, you hit it. Like, why isn't this thing going down? Like, what? Oh man, it was such a mess. We couldn't even find the thing all night. Like, we searched like well into darkness and still could not find that damn elk. We found it the next day, and a lot of it was like he got shot at it, and like, it was a mess. And a lot of the meat was not good, which I don't know. It happens, but it's kind of annoying to see it happen because that's just like a waste of an animal. Like, we're not there to just kill things. We're there to, get meat. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That was so great. I was high as hell when I took that video. Because I didn't smoke for like the longest time. And then I smoked on that trip. Oh, yeah, that was the second Colorado trip. The first Colorado trip that I went, where we were camping up on the mountain, like 9,000 feet, 9 or 10, I can't remember. We went all the way to 12,000 feet. I remember that because I had a stupid Garmin GPS unit at the time. The first time I went up on the mountain in Colorado, I intentionally took weed, and I was like, I don't know when I can smoke it, but and my bowl is still on, like under a pine tree on that mountain to this day. It was like a stone, little tiny like stone bowl, like this big, and I took it intentionally to just leave it up there on the mountain because I wasn't gonna bring it back with me. And I believe it was Wednesday. I think we got there Saturday, and I think we could start hunting Sunday, or maybe we got there Sunday and we could start hunting Monday. But it was like Wednesday or Thursday. My dad like woke me up and was like, "Oh, like let's get going." And we were like walking like 20 some miles a day because it was just wake up in the morning, start walking, and we would just walk all over this mountain. And at one point, we walked all the way. It took us half a day to get up on a quad. And at one of the days, we ended up like walking all the way back to the truck and back. And it took half a day on a quad. Well, it was loaded with gear and shit like that too. But I remember the one day I was just like, I'm too tired. I need a few more hours of sleep. I'll get up with you whenever I get you. This was the day my dad got his elk too. This time, the first time we went to Colorado, and I remember like he left, the other guy left, and I like just laid back in bed for a little bit, and then after a little bit, I was like, okay, I think they're all gone. So I just like opened up the tent and looked around. Nobody was around. And I'm like, fuck yeah. I packed up my bowl and just got high as fuck, man. And then I remember we had this giant cooler. It didn't have like ice in it or anything. It was just a cooler that we could store food in because it was all like warm food. And I remember I like went into it and I'm like, oh my god, peanut butter crackers. I want these fucking things. And I'm like just munching down on like all kind of shit, like all kind of stuff that we had. I was just eating the hell out of stuff. And then I get a call on the radio and he's like, elk's down. And I was like, holy shit, man. All right, I'm on my way. Because like we were up on the mountain, like we had to drag that thing. It was like 1,000 pound or more animal, and like me and him had to drag this fucking thing all the way back to camp so that we could get the quad and like load it onto the quad. And that was the night we went to town because we would store the meat that we already cut up. We would store it in like the containers outside of a store where like you open up the doors and they've got ice inside. We would rent space from the store and they would let us keep our elk there. And they'd keep a lock on it so nobody would steal our meat and shit. But we went there and that was the store I bought my Mickeys from and drank it on the mountain that night. So I got high and then I got to drink that night. Oh, so great. Oh, not to mention we ate fillet, elk fillet with mushrooms and onions and garlic, all sauteed with potatoes. Oh my god, it was like one of the best meals I've ever had in my entire life. And I'm not a wild game. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not a wild game fan. I'm not a deer meat fan. I've eaten so much deer meat in my life. Although I've eaten so much bear meat in my life, I should probably not like bear meat, but I'd eat bear again. But deer, ugh, I don't want it. That's why I started filming deer instead of shooting them, because I shot like I forget like 2 or 3 deer, and I gave every single piece of meat away. Like a guy I worked with, he was like, I love deer. And I'm like, you want the whole fucking deer? Like, you can have the whole deer. And he was like, yeah, I want it. And I was like, you got it. Like, just take it. I don't want it. And that's when I realized, like, I probably just shouldn't be shooting deer because I'm not going to eat the meat, so it's just a waste. And then I would just sit up on my tree stand in the back, and I would just sit there and film all the deer that I could. And I would just, like, have a bow on me. Yeah, because I wouldn't have a gun, because I can only use a shotgun. Yeah, I can only, I think I could use a muzzleloader. But I know I can use a shotgun back here. But I don't think or no, there was a couple times I took a shotgun. But I'd normally just take my bow. And I would just sit on, like, I would get the little screw in, like, I don't know what the hell you would call it, but like the little holder type thing. I would screw it into the tree and I would hang my bow on the tree, put my arrow in there just so it was ready to go. And I would just sit there with my camera and I'd film raccoons, or I would film squirrels, or I'd film deer, or I'd film anything. Like that's the kind of shooting I would like to do. I did that for years, and then I was just like, why am I paying for a hunting license just to like hang out in a tree and film animals? I could just like go do that and not carry a bow. Yeah, oh, I enjoy nature, but I mean, I'd kill something if I was gonna eat it. Like I would, well, for me personally, I think a bear would be way too much meat, but I would like it if somebody else killed a. I mean, I would like to kill a bear, but I'm not gonna eat all the meat, so I would have to like give it to other people. But if somebody else killed a bear and was like, "Hey, you want some meat?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah." I don't know. I don't want to say like um uh fuck uh I don't want to say I'm burned out on hunting, but I'm 40. Yeah, I'll be 45 this year, so I'm 44. I've been hunting since I was 3 days old. Like, not even a joke. I got my first squirrel when I was 4 with a 12 gauge, knocked me on my ass. Um, like literally my mom got out of the hospital after having me, and my mom and my dad went dove hunting. So literally 3 days old, I went hunting for the first time. Like the first kill was my squirrel at like 4. I think my first deer was at 12. Wait, could I hunt at 11? I don't know. The first year I was legally allowed to hunt, I got a deer. That was my first year. No, I think 11 you could get your hunter safety. This is all Pennsylvania. I think at 11 you could get your hunter safety card, and then 12 you could actually start hunting with an adult. 16 you could start hunting by yourself. And then 18, well, yeah, I moved when I was 21. So 18, wait, is that correct? Or was it 21? What are you doing over there? Rue, I can't remember if, because I had my concealed carry permit, and they were like, well, what do you need it for? And I was like, so that I can hunt with a pistol, which is why I got my concealed carry permit. But I can't remember if I got it at 18 or if I got it at 21. I want to say it was 18. Which technically you're not allowed. Oh no, it was 18. That's right, because I was not allowed to legally own a pistol until I was 21, but I was allowed to use one, and it technically wasn't concealed. Well, technically it was concealed carry because I had it under, like, in my jacket. But I was using it for hunting. I wasn't using it for like personal protection or anything. Then I moved here and was like, I'll get my concealed carry down here. And then I went and took the course, passed the course, and then like tried to follow up on all the steps you have to do to get it. And it was like, you got to register with the FBI. You have to go to the jail and get fingerprinted. You have to register with the local sheriff. You have to jail, take the course. Oh, and every single thing that you had to do was like $200 or $300. And I was like, why am I gonna pay well over $1,000 just to have a concealed carry permit when I live in like one of the most laid back areas that I probably would never need a gun. And if I needed a gun, I just keep it in open view. I can open carry. Which I see people, well, not so much all the time anymore, but I have seen a lot of people that would like open carry their pistol like right into the stores. But I never did that. Like every time I had to go into the store, I would open carry my holster, but I would leave the gun in the car. I would just leave it in plain view. Well, not plain view. It was kind of hidden, but it could be considered plain view. And I would just go in. I'm like, ah, fuck it. I don't need it in the store. I was hunting and had it on me. I always thought that was funny because my dad's such a gun nut. He would stay in the car. I would come back and like all the bullets were out of my fucking gun. Like he's a gun nut. He has a concealed carry permit. He carries a gun on him like all the time. Yet the gun I was carrying on me, like he would like take the bullets out as soon as I would get out of the car. Like what the fuck, man? What? Oh, I saw appeals court upholds, and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, a bridge plan. Ah, to build it. Oh, are you kidding me? Wait, go back. Is this the Corolla one? A toll bridge. Yup, that's Corolla. Built a toll bridge connecting North Carolina's mainland and the northern Outer Banks. A 7-mile bridge, $500 million project. Includes a 4.7-mile toll bridge. Okay, so the bridge is 4.7 miles and the whole thing will be 7 miles? Oh. Blah, 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 blah. The plaintiffs argued that sea level rise and lower traffic forecast for the bridge in part warranted another deep examination. How the agencies examined a no build alternative to constructing the bridge didn't violate federal law. Okay, now they're saying it's 602 million. That's going to destroy that area. The project would be paid for with tolls and other revenue bonds, state matching funds, and federal loans, according to the agency. Great. I will never use that bridge. I don't care how bad I have to get to Corella. Oh, and he also cited, like, we'll ease traffic during hurricane evacuation. Yeah, and you get to pay to evacuate from a hurricane? Or are they going to suspend tolls when that happens? I don't know, that sounds fishy as hell. We have no toll bridges around here. This will be the very first. Oh, hell yeah. Well, in Pennsylvania, everybody was born with a gun, too. It was... I was going to say it was so bad, but it wasn't bad. But it was so important that the first day of deer season, which was the first Monday after Thanksgiving, there was no school because everybody went hunting and nobody would show up for school. So they just like already, excuse me, they just planned for everybody to have off, which I thought was funny because every hunter that I knew was like, oh yeah, first day of deer season. And every other kid that I knew was just like, I don't know why we get the day off, but we don't have to go to school on Monday. Yeah, they don't do that down here, but I always thought that was pretty funny. I mean, also, that was like outside of Pittsburgh, so western Pennsylvania. We're not talking east side Pennsylvania, like Philadelphia, where you can't have a gun. Oh, yeah, my concealed carry permit that I got in Pennsylvania said I can't have my gun in a bar. I can't have my gun in a government building, and I can't have my gun within the city limits of Philadelphia, which is crime ridden. I always thought that was just so crazy. Like, hey, you go over here, you might get robbed. Yeah, you can't bring your gun. Even though you're legally allowed to have your gun in the entire state of Pennsylvania, but not over here where, like, crime is really bad. Like the city limits of Pittsburgh, not a damn problem. Take your gun. No problem, as long as you're not in a bar or a government building. But the city limits of Philadelphia, screw you. You can't have it. Like, hope you get robbed, you bastard. Alright. I think I've been on here long enough. Oh, I hate laws. There's some laws, like, don't rape, don't murder, don't, like, that kind of shit. Like, yeah, okay. I'm 100% down with that shit. Like, don't steal things. That kind of stuff, I'm completely down. But when it comes to, like, you can't have weed, you can't have an open container in a car, even though it's going to make you want to throw it out and you're going to litter. Like, that kind of shit just bugs the shit out of me. Like, you can't have a gun. Like, even though you can have a gun, you can't have a gun. Because we just kind of want you to get robbed, and that would help us out tremendously. And then we're going to, like, take more money from you in taxes because there's a lot of crime. Ugh. Government pisses me off. Alright. I gotta go do other things. Instead of ranting on the internet. I'll be back to rant on the internet later.